Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for my new review series of the 1966 classic television show Batman. Today I will be reviewing the very first episode, Season 1, Episode 1, titled Hi Diddle Riddle. Batman stars Adam West as Batman and Burt Ward as Robin. And this particular episode also has special guest stars Frank Gorshin as the Riddler and Jill St. John as Molly. And I have to say that Frank Gorshin and Jill St. John are the best things about this episode, in my opinion. And first, let me just mention that if you're looking for a dark origin story type Batman, this is not the show for you. Batman was a very different character, and the 60s TV was very different than it is now, and this is a much lighter show. But I do think it holds up pretty well after watching the first couple episodes. It has a charm, and it's just pretty fun all the way around. I enjoyed it for the most part, with a few small little issues. Now, I knew what I was in for right away when early on in the episode there was a plain red phone that started flashing, and they called this the Bat phone. Just looks like a regular red phone to me, but apparently not. Apparently it's the Bat phone. I do have to say that the set for the Bat Cave is really nice, though, especially when you consider 1960s television. Seems like a pretty good sized budget on this show from what I could tell. Overall, the plot is pretty mediocre in this episode. It's a strange plot about the Riddler basically tricking Batman and Robin into accusing him of a crime that he doesn't really commit. Now, this plot would be fine, except it's never really resolved in the next episode, as this is a two-part episode, as all of the episodes pretty much are in the first couple seasons. But this plot is never really resolved. It just kind of seems like it's a setup for the real plot, which comes in the second episode. It's not bad. It's just kind of strange the way this was done. The episode does use a lot of riddles, and I really like that. It adds personality and character to the Riddler, and some of the riddles are better than others. Some hold up better than others, but they're all pretty fun. Overall, the dialogue is just bizarre and funny throughout the whole episode. It's so strange that it amused me. Other opinions may vary. I thought it was pretty good for the most part. So the episode's just kind of okay until the Riddler comes in. I think it might take a little too long for him to come in, but it's fine. I have to say Frank Gorshin is really great. He actually got an Emmy nomination for this role, and he's really excellent. I think his performance holds up pretty well. It's a little campy, but his laugh is really great, and it just worked for me. It really did. So this is pretty much where we introduce the plot about him tricking Batman and wanting to sue him and reveal his identity. But like I said, it's not really resolved, so I won't get into it too much. Then the episode just kind of keeps going along until we're introduced to Jill St. John's character, which is Molly, and I have to say she's a really great character. She's very appealing, and I hope we get more henchwomen characters like this throughout the show. I'm not really sure what to expect, but she's really great and really charming, really appealing. My only complaint is I do feel her character is a little underused. She's very pivotal to the plot in this episode and the next episode, but I would have liked a few more scenes with her. But she's great for the time she had, which leads me to the climax of the episode, basically, where Batman and Robin are trying to figure out riddles, and they're basically led to a dance club. And I have to say, some of the girls' reactions to Batman walking into the dance club are pretty priceless. They're pretty great, and I actually thought they were legitimately funny. But Batman's only really worried about Molly being there. He's drawn to her right away, and basically as the episode goes on, they dance. I'll talk more about that in a few seconds here. But basically she tricks Batman, and he gets drugged, I believe, and this sets up a chance for the Riddler to kidnap Robin, which leaves us on a cliffhanger for episode 2. I really like the idea of the cliffhanger. I wasn't aware until I started watching the show that it did this. It reminds me of the old movie serials, and it's also a nice tie-in with comics as well. So I thought that the cliffhanger was really, really cheesy, but it really, really worked as well. And I have to go back to the Batman dancing, kind of in a drugged out state. Batman dancing is either the greatest or worst thing I've ever seen on TV. I haven't quite decided which yet, but it's a strange and interesting experience. I would recommend the episode just for that alone. It's a pretty interesting thing to watch that you don't get to see every day. So that was really great. So overall, I did like this episode. I was going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 just because some of the plot elements didn't completely come together. But I'm going to up it to 4 out of 5 because of the Batman dance. I think that's worth an extra half a point all on its own. And I will be reviewing the episodes separately, even the two-part episodes, because they were aired separately on TV. So I thought that was the best way to do it. So overall, I highly recommend the first episode of Batman from 1966, and I give the episode Hi Diddle Riddle a 4 out of 5. I'll have a part 2 review up very soon for the next episode, and as always, thank you very much for watching.